Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Once again, this is Teacher Jesse. At sa video na to, ang pag-uusapan natin ay tungkol sa multiplying decimals, pati na rin ang problem solving involving multiplication of decimals. Pero bago yan, sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe ng aking channel, huwag kalimutan mag-subscribe at click na din ang notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa aking mga i-upload na mga math tutorial videos. Simulan na natin. Okay, let's start with the problem analysis. During the home quarantine days due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Joseph wanted to learn a new skill. He decided to enroll in an online music lesson. Upon browsing the website of an online music tutorial center, he was prompted with the following rate of payment. Guitar tutorial, we have 150 pesos per hour. For piano tutorial, 180 pesos per hour. For ukulele tutorial, 120 pesos per hour. Violin tutorial, 200 pesos per hour. And voice lessons is 350 pesos per hour. From the given rate, how much will he pay for the following? We have number 1, 3.5 hours of voice lessons. Number 2 is 6.8 hours of piano tutorial. Number 3 is 11.25 hours of guitar tutorial. Number 4 is 2.9 hours of ukulele tutorial, and number 5 is 7.2 hours of violin tutorial. So if you are going to analyze this kind of problem, it involves multiplication of decimals because para makuha mo ang babayaran mo sa voice lessons, for example, you need to multiply this 350 by 3.5. Okay, so what are the steps in multiplying decimals? So yan ang i-discuss ko sa inyo ngayon. So here are the steps. We have step number 1 is arrange the decimals as you would multiply whole numbers regardless of the decimal points. So i-arrange lang natin yung decimals. Like for example, number 1 is 350 kasi 3.5 hours of voice lessons. So 350 times 3.5. So how will you do that? 350 times 3.5. As if or regardless of the decimal points. I-arrange natin yan. Ayan. Step number 2 is multiply the digits from right to left as you would multiply whole numbers. Disregard the positions of the decimal places this time. So from right to left. So galing dito, papunta dito. So parang whole numbers lang talaga. Multiplication of whole numbers. Like for example, 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Right? 5 and we regroup these two groups of 10. We have 5 times 3 is 15. And then we are going to add these 2. So 15 plus 2 is 17. Ayan. And then, we are done with this. So dito na naman tayo sa 3. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. We write 5 and we regroup one group of 10. We have 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, and then we are going to add, yan, pag-add, bring down this 0, 5 plus 0 is 5, 7 plus 5 is 12, so we write 2 and regroup one group of 10, yan, and then 1 plus 0 is 0, plus 1 is 2, and then 1, just bring it out, so the answer is 12250. Now we have step number 3. Count the total number of decimal places in the factors. So bilangin natin. So ito yung factors. We have the multiplier, the multiplicand and the multiplier. So we have one decimal place only. Kasi after the decimal point, yun ang bibilangin natin to the right side. So yan, yung 5, yan ang the only one decimal place. So we have one decimal place for here. So, ang step number 4 naman ay place the decimal point in the product equal to the total number of decimal places in the factor. So, since merong isang decimal place lang sa factors, then dito sa product, ang gagawin din natin, ilalagyan natin ng decimal point na one decimal place. Start counting from the rightmost. So, dito ka talaga magsisimula. Hindi dito pwede. So, dito tayo sa right, papunta ng left. So, we have 1. So, pasok ka rin ng 1. Ayan. So, this is now our answer. So, for the 3.5 hours of voice lessons, ang babayaran ni Joseph ay 1,225 pesos. Okay? So, yun ang 4 steps in solving or in multiplying a decimal number by another decimal number or a whole number by a decimal number. The same lang ang process as long as there is a decimal point or a decimal number involved. So we have problem number 2. Subukan natin ang 6.8 hours of piano tutorial. So ang piano tutorial per hour is 180 times 6.8. So ganun pa rin. 8 times 0 is 0, and then 8 times 8 is 64. Write 4 and regroup this 6. 1 times 8 is 8, plus 6 is 14. Ayan. Tapos dito na naman tayo. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 8 is 48. Write 8 and then regroup this 4. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. And then we add. Bring down this 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 8 is 12. Regroup 1. Then 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 1 is 2. And then bring down this 1. So the answer is, and then we count the decimal places. We have 1. So pasok ka rin dito ng 1. Ayan. So the answer is 1,224.0 or 1,224. Therefore, Joseph will pay 1,224 pesos for the 6.8 hours of piano tutorial given this rate. Okay? Ganun lang talaga ang steps. Kung continue natin ang solution for number 3, we have 11.5 times 150. So pakita ko na ang lahat ng the answer. If you observe, inuna ko ang 11.25 dito kasi nga mas maraming digits kasi ang 11.25 mayroong 4 digits. Ito naman may 3 digits. Okay, so pwede mong gawin yan. Anyway, there is a commutative property of multiplication, changing the order of the factors or the sum, the addends, hindi naman nakaka-apekto sa sum or sa product. So pwede nating apply yon. So pwede nating unahin si 150 or pwede rin natin unahin si 11.25. The same lang ang result. Okay, actually pwedeng mga ma-applyan ng shortcut dito. Imbes na isali mo itong 0, 15 ka lang, tapos dagdagan mo lang ng 0 immediately. There are many techniques na pwede mong ma-apply sa multiplication. Okay. Anyway, the same lang ang process. Ganun pa rin ang steps. So for number 3, for 11.25 hours of guitar tutorial, ang kailangan niyang bayaran is 1,687 pesos and 50 cents. For number 4, the same process. Hindi ko na iisa-isahin ang mga steps. Ganun pa rin. So, 120, yan, for ukulele, times 2.9, the result is 348. So, 348 pesos ang babayaran. And for the 7.2 hours of violin tutorial is 200 times 7.2 is 1,440 pesos. Okay, so ito yung mga steps na dapat nyo tandaan palagi. Step number 1 is arrange natin ang multiplicand and multiplier. Iyan ang mga dalawang factors. Pwedeng baligtarin yung dalawa. Pwedeng unahin si 3.5 or si 350. Depende sa inyo. The same results will come out. Step number 2 is i-multiply lang natin. Left to right. Right to left pala, na parang mga whole numbers lang na as if walang mga decimal places. Ang step number 3 naman ay bilangin natin, ayan, kung ilang decimal place or places, and then after that, ipasok natin or ilagay natin ang decimal point kung ilang decimal place ang pag-count natin dito. Okay, so yun ang mga steps in multiplying decimal numbers. Okay, yun lang muna, and I hope that you have learned something. If you learned something, please paki-like naman po ng ating video at paki-share na rin sa iba para magamit rin nila while having this modular distance learning due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And para sa mga hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe sa aking YouTube channel, ang Power Bank, para lagi kayong updated sa aking mga i-upload na mga math tutorial videos. Till next time, thank you very much for watching.